Okay. Hello. Let's see. Oh, sort of worked for a second. Hi, Snowfang. Hi, Silly Scales. Hi, Sugar Dragons. Sugar Dragons. Did you change your name? Hi, Gloria Dragons. Hi, Beaner Dragon. Beaner Dragon. I need to color the picture. Hi, TJ. Maybe? Who? Okay. You're going to see. To see what? Let me get the chat open. You thought it was too long? Here. It worked this time. There we go. Now we have a lit candle for inspiration. Hi, Cat's Nightmare. You're gonna see the British? Is that what you said? I'm not sure if this is translating. Uh, you have a couple more educational videos? 3? Okay, I can play 3 videos probably at some point. Um, can I eat the candle? Sure. Here. Oh, wow, Beaner Dragon. Thank you. I love your art so much. The British? Oh. You don't want to eat beans and toast? Wow. Hi, Amethyst. Okay, where's, what? I'm trying to find my... Okay, there we go. I'm working on, just a second. I'm working on Predator today. Alright, here we go. Now I have the chat open. Wow, Sugar Dragons. That's amazing. Okay. Hi, Dragon Skills, YouTube. I think you commented on my video, and then I realized that there was a mistake in the with the audio. Part of it was cut off, so I had to repost it. Dragon Skills. Hi, Toonsy. Yes, here's what I've done so far. Finally. Yeah, finally it's not midnight, after midnight. Here's Predator so far. Okay. Oh, wait, you have to go? But Silly Scales. Okay, I hope you come back. Should we watch these, let me see. Oh dear. You gotta go to sleep. You broke your pen when you were drawing today? Oh dear. Um, oh, bye, Silly Scales. You can use it to click on people's names and go to their channel. Hi, Astro. Are you going to sleep, Astro? Let me see here. All right, I'll play one of the videos, but it it won't have audio. Oh, okay. Well, I watched one of the videos. Okay, I watched. Well, I watched the video, but it won't have audio. So wait, how many? Um. Oh, you're making Walby fan art this week, Cat's Nightmare. Um, you were making a lotus flower dragon. Wow. Oh, bye, Snowfang. How many subscribers do you have now, Snowfang? Let me see. Whoa, cool. Thank you, Cats. Wow, 3.22K. That's so cool. Show the chat your video. Okay. Let's see. I guess I can see if this works. Oh, bye, Gloria Dragons. Here. Let's see if this works. This is the video that TJ wants us to see. Wait, there's no...
Oh, look! A dandelion! Must be the last one this season.
That's amazing. Oh, and look, there's my video that I just posted today. You should watch it after the live stream. Wow, Toonsy. Oh, thank you, Sugar Dragons. Okay. Toonsy, well, I don't know how to do the kind of coloring that you're talking about. Cool, Dragon Scales. Whoa, you're drawing Zorgo right now? Yay. Oh, yay. Thank you, TJ. Someone forced me to finish. Oh, your 200 subscriber puppet? Oh, wait, who? Oh. Hi, Mars. Oh, okay. I see you're talking to Toonsy. So, yeah, this... How do I make this look smoother, Toonsy? Do you know anything that would help me make this look Toonsy? I mean, smoother, Toonsy? Floyd, hi. I was trying to tag you in a post today, but I forgot your the hi, Lucky. You can layer on more ink. You can post more videos and I can show them at some point. I forgot how your tag, like it has a one, but at first it wasn't working because I was typing Floyd. Should I do that? Let me see. I wonder if I should do the... Wow, Mars. Let's see here. I'm wondering if I should do this lighter blue. That. But you know, Ohuhu markers. Oh, rat. Hi. Hi, moon dragons. Yes, it's been such a long time. I'm making a new puppet. Designed by Storm Scales. Um, you know how when you layer these markers, they start like looking weird? So maybe I should just use the same color, even though it might be dark. Let's see. Oh, whoops. Look. I accidentally burnt part of the paper. Because it was where the candle was. Oh. Okay. Bye. Bye, Floyd. Good night. Yeah, Ohuhu markers. Well, Copic markers are really expensive. Hi, Toonsy. Yeah. Hi, Mint. Mint! I missed you. Also, I, made... Did you see the edit on Bread Skills? I made a Dragon Puppeteer edit. Yeah. I made a Dragon Puppeteer's edit, and you're in the edit. Wait, what happened, Toonsy? One of your dragons got ruined or something? Oh, yes. Yay. No. Oh, it's almost one there? Oh, wow. Alright, I gotta find the right color for this. Pike is broken? Oh, no. Oh, Pike 1.0 is taken apart. Okay. You put the teeth and they perfectly slide it in, but now they're stuck and the jaw won't close. Oh. You probably shouldn't be up, but whatever. I see his other side is damaged. How is the Pike 2.0 design coming along? Oh. Oh, bye, Amethyst. You can't make fun of it. Oh, dear. You could probably roast the blending, because I'm not sure how to blend these colors very well. It's on hold because your dark olive marker dried out. Oh, wow. Are you using printer paper for it? Or are you using cardstock? Of course, I'm using printer paper. Okay, there's a new video from TJ to show. Drink water. Dragons. Alright. Wait. I need to see what this is first. Okay. What's this?
Hola.
Wow. Yes, that's very informative. I need the reference photo for Predator, the color reference. Oh, wait, I have it. Or no. So hard to find things. Oh, it's in a different folder. Where? Oh, there it is. Hi, Phoenix. Okay. Now I'm gonna layer this on. Oh, a bird dragon? Whoa. Oh, the fan art is completed? Whoa. Yay, can you tag me so I can show it on the live stream? Okay. Yellow and red birds? Maybe. I don't know many types of birds, really. It's officially 1 a.m. It's 10 over here. Giancarlo Sanchez. Hi. I was working 4 hours straight on my dragon yesterday, and when I checked the time, it was 1 a.m. Whoa. Wow. So, Toonsy is trying to make a bunch of puppets this week, I think. Oh no, I know. I'm going to wow, sugar. Wait, Sugar Dragons, what was your name before? Oh, I mean, they don't have to fall off. What kind of bottle caps? Wow, Toonsy. Sugar Goofy Dragons. Okay. Thank you. Hi, Cool Kira. Thank you. Jesus is the only real God. Water, they stay on the side? I see. No, rat. No, you should go to sleep, probably. And I'll probably be working on this puppet on another live stream soon. No, we're not twins. We're just brothers. Josiah's a few years older than I am. You posted it? Okay. Drink water. It's time to drink water. When I see your name, Shinsol Histoshi, I think Shinanuga Iwa. Yes, cool. Moon dragons. Alright, let's look at this. Fan art of Zorgo? Whoa. Oh, whoa. Whoa. This is amazing. That's so cool. It has... Wow, I love your style so much. It has Mellow, Glacier, Swag, and Zorgo. That is amazing. Hi, Grim. Yes, I can't wait to... That looks amazing. I want to color it digitally. Is this the right marker? Thank you, Grim. Alright. Oh, whoops. Then we could do the highlight and our shadow, a color that's darker. How are you doing, Grim? Are you all subscribed to Grim? Hi, Kit Kat. Hi, Zoe. I haven't seen you in a long time. How long have I been live for? 20 minutes. Okay, being a dragon. Hi, Dre Lopez. Thank you. Yeah, it's been like a month. Okay. Oh, hi, Katniss Papaya, or what is it? My four failed attempts while making my Wallabies Road Trip Adventure comic. Yes. Did you watch that, Toonsy? I am trying to get better at making those videos. So I was watching videos about how to make videos. Yeah, I remember that, Phoenix. Oh, you didn't watch it? You just saw the video? Okay. I was trying to finish it last week on Friday or Saturday, but it took so long for me to finally edit it because I had to do other things. And I wanted to make it more interesting. Thank you, Toonsy. Whose dragons am I gonna ruin next? Jules. Yes, Jules is tough. Oh dear, moon dragons. Welcome back. Toonsy is tough. Okay. We did an art trade. And then, is that right? Okay, I'll try to use this for the shadow. Check out your channel. Maybe if you comment on a video later so I remember. That's too dark. Oh no, Toonsy. Oh. That's so hard when it I don't like getting burnt by hot glue guns. I hope Dinosaur Dude comes. What? Oh no, Beaner. Dragon. I think it would be cool if two artists with totally different styles did dragons. That's cool. Hi, Monarch. Hi, Ellie Candy. Hi, Shazam. Guys, it's Monarch. Wait, Monarch, I thought you... Did you say you were going to remake your profile picture? Oh. Yeah, Grand Vale Dragons. It's your birthday, Ellie Candy? Happy birthday. Toonsy, you should send the live stream to Lemon, because... I don't know. Unless, because you said she sends... writes to you at 3 a.m. or something. Lemon is not sad? That's good. Can you send her the live stream link? Where's the shadow for this? Oh, hi. She makes paper dragons. Welcome back. Wait, I had to remake the profile picture 2 times and about to be 3? Oh, wow. But I never... Have you changed it? Or... Where... Can I use this? Maybe. Yeah, I think that's a good color. So I'm going to do the shadows. You played a game together? That's good. No. That's not what I'm supposed to be like. Anyways. Hi, Moonlit Lunaria Dragons. Thank you. I'm glad you liked those. That's too dark. Oh. I think I watched all of your shorts, Moon Dragons, on both of your channels. Hello. Hi, am still Lucy. Hi. Oh, Sashimi Dragons, hi. I didn't see you there. Alright, I'm gonna try something where I go like this and then try to use that color to blend it out a little bit. Sashimi is alive, yay. That did not work very good. Oh, you have to go. Bye, Phoenix. Yes, your pet rats. How are they doing? Yeah, you can eat the dragon. Let me blow this out because I don't want it to keep burning the, they're getting really big. Whoa. I have the same scissors as you. Are yours broken like this? There we go. All right. You have to go. Bye, Alley Candy. Huh. Probably simple is better for a profile picture is gonna be small. So, or like a, or I don't know what is realistic. I think the level of realisticness that you have right now is pretty cool. Oh, good night. They're not scared of you anymore. Wow. Okay. Oh, I also used that right here. So, the color scheme of the dragon is peak. The design is peak. It is peak. Thank you. I chose the colors and Storm Skills designed it. Okay, I will check it out. Sugar Dragons. Sashimi is peak. I have to do state testing in the second week of April. Oh, thank you, Cool Kira. Yes. Speaking of my comic, my book is available at wallabycomics.com. Well, it was on sale last week, and now, um, now it's just not on sale, but it's still available on the website. And this other comic is available too on the website, but it will probably be on sale again later this month or next month. Thank you, Moon Dragons. No, TJ. I like the videos. Thank you, Sashimi. Oh. Yeah. Let's see. So now I gotta pick this color. Hi, Ariana. Or Ariana. Hi. Ariana Fig Fig your your that you're on a live with 60 people and I see. Oh, bye. Good night, Moon Dragons. How do I say your last name, Ariana? Hi, Rock Scales Dragons. Rock Scales Dragons, it's LP. Hi, Star Wolf Dragons. What? What is the? I forget your channel name. Wait, Star Wolf Dragons. Didn't wasn't your channel a different name before? Maybe not. You hit 6K. Wow. Congratulations. Welcome back, Toonsy. Okay, TJ wants to know if anyone liked the videos that I showed that TJ sent. Sugar Dragons did. All right. How many dragon puppets have I made? Probably like 5 or 6. Oh, I don't know. Maybe 6 or 7 if you count Forge, and if you count the remake of I don't know. I just made the exact same puppet twice. Okay. I'm gonna make cookies. Hi, Crazy Sharky. Hi. Wait, hi. I didn't see you there. Crazy Shark, hi. How are you doing? Alright, let me color this. Oh, no, you're not too late. Boing, boing. I'm good. That's good, you're good. Alright, I'm just going to color this. Thank you, Cream Rabbit, Sonic. Shinnuga Iwa. Shinnuga Iwa. So this is the highlight, and then this is the main color. Yes, Shinnuga Iwa. It's very important. And then this is the highlight. I mean the shadow. Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. There we go. Well, how are the puppets going, Toonsy? Yeah, Toonsy is a managing mod. Oh, okay, Zoe. Well, I have to go soon, guys. I'm just gonna do a few more things. Your newest puppet base is making you mad? Have you heard Close Your Eyes, the band? Close Your Eyes, Half Moon Monarch? I like the song. You're selling puppets? Yay, Toonsy. That's so cool. Hi, Gambler Addict. You're making 5 spring puppets this break. Cool. Toonsy's puppets. They're so amazing. Hi, Bloodies. or Bloodsea. Hi, Miss Vampire. Hello. You haven't? Okay. Oh, the jaw. We gotta color the jaw and ink the jaw too. Let's do that. That's what I'll do, and then I'll go after. What? Let's read the psalm for today before we ink the jaw. All right. All right. I'm gonna read. Starting at verse 7. I am as a wonder unto many, but thou art my strong refuge. Let my mouth be filled with thy praise and with thy honor all the day. Oh yeah, and if anyone has any prayer requests, you can write them in the chat because we're going to pray after we read the Bible. Cast me not off in the time of old age, forsake me not when my strength faileth. For mine enemies speak against me, and they that lay wait for my soul take counsel together, saying, God hath forsaken him. Persecute and take him, for there is none to deliver him. O God, be not far from me. O my God, make haste to help me. Let them be confounded and consumed that are adversaries to my soul. Let them be covered with reproach and dishonor that seek my hurt. But I will hope continually and will yet praise thee more and more. All right, let's stop there. Does anyone have any prayer requests? Hoping that no one was injured in a fire today. Okay. Oh, bye. Oh, are you? I mean, I was. Wait, are you leaving, Kokira? I was saying. Oh, stop the the verse there. Look, it kind of looks smooth over there. I wish I could get this part to look smooth. Okay, let's pray. Pray for your friend who's going through a divorce. Okay. A fire near your area. Okay. All right. Lord, thank you for this live stream. Thank you for everyone here. Thank you that we could work on the new puppet and read the Bible and pray and talk. And I pray for um, the for Half Moon Monarch's friend who's going through a divorce, that you would help in that situation. Please give everyone wisdom and help there to be peace there. And I pray for the fire near where Beaner Dragon is, that you would help everyone to be safe, and that you would. I pray that no one would be injured, and if anyone was hurt, that you would heal them. And I pray for Toonsy, that you would help her as she's trying to finish a lot of puppets. And everyone who's working on things, please give them strength and wisdom. In Jesus' name, amen. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Gotta go out buy rock scales. Wait, okay. I want to read some of this book because Toonsy's here. Oh dear. TJ. Clockwork Twins, yes. The Clockwork Twin. Alright, where are we? They were floating away. Alright, here. I'll start here. Wait, they found the chicken, right? Yes, they found the chicken. Okay, I'll just start on this next part. One very bad thing about being a rooster is that you have to get up at sunrise and crow to get the other chickens up. Most roosters don't realize that the other chickens would get up anyway, and they feel that their job is a pretty important one. So when the rescued rooster poked his head out from under Adoniram's coat and saw the eastern sky all pink and misty, instead of pulling it back in and taking another nap, as he wanted to, he said, "Oh my word, I must arouse these sluggards," and crawled hastily out and shook himself and hopped on the summer house rail and took a deep breath and, well, you could hardly say that he crowed. If cock-a-doodle-doo is the way to write what a regular rooster does when he crows, this rooster did what this rooster did can only be written as beep a weepy weep. It was just a thin little trembling pipe. He certainly had a terrible cold, but but the sound was so queer. Queer meant strange back then. Hi, Cosmic Dragons. Hi, Lunar. Sorry, I'm so focused on reading this book. It just meant strange. It was so strange that it woke Adoniram and Georgie as quickly as if it had been a good loud crow. They sat up, looked around, and then Georgie began to laugh. And after... Oh, welcome back, Mint. Hi, Dragonfly Does Doodles. Story time. Toonsy, you're still here, right? Georgie began to laugh, and after a minute, Adoniram joined in. Oh, bye, Mint. Oh, Mint, are you back? Wait, are you you're gonna start posting again like after Easter? Okay. Then the rooster began to laugh, and he went on for some time until Georgie said, "Oh, keep still, rooster. I shall not be silent. I shall not be silent," said the rooster huffily, "unless you compel me to by compel me to by force." Gotta go make cookies now. Okay. See you, Sharky. Okay. "Oh, I can stop you all right," said the dog. "Where do you expect to get breakfast? There isn't anything to eat on this boat, you know." "What?" said the rooster, staring at him. "Nothing to eat? You mean to say you've lured me onto this structure only in order to starve me to death? You've rescued me, and now you refuse to offer me nourishment? Why, I never heard of such a thing." "Yes, you have," said Georgie with a grin. "You just heard of it now." "We're sorry," said Adoniram, "but we haven't got anything to eat either." So, guys, what's happening basically is, so there's been this big flood, okay? And this boy was out, was, this boy was out somewhere and he saw this dog, and, when he went to like, oh, the dog was like drowning in the water and he helped it out, but then he got onto this, then he got like swept away on, they both got swept away on this boat, and then they found a rooster. Anyways, that's what's happening. Uh, "Oh, my word," said the rooster. "Oh, upon my soul." And he walked away from them to the other side of the summer house and stood gloomily peering out through the pine needles at the tossing river, which under the red sunrise looked like a river of red paint. "Well, I stopped his laughing, all right," said Georgie, "but I stopped my own, too." "What are we going to do?" asked the boy. "I'm pretty hungry. I only had part of my supper last night, and I'm thirsty, too." "Mustn't drink the river water," said Georgie. "It'll make us sick." "Oh, well, cheer up. I expect we'll be secure before long. Rescued. I must have have dyslexia or something. Anyways, we've come a long way in the night, and I've heard that there are some big towns down the river. There are sure to be some boats out looking for people. But they can't hear us, and they can't see us in all these pine needles. Suppose you break away some branches and try to make a couple of windows in the tree, said Georgie. Oh, you're about to sleep? Your phone's at 5? Oh, 5% battery? Oh, wow. So Adoniram got to work, and pretty soon the rooster came back and apologized for being so unpleasant and helped. Of course, he couldn't break off branches, but he climbed out on the limbs and picked off sprays that Adoniram couldn't reach. And in a little while, they had 2 good windows, one on each side. The river had grown much wider in the night. Even now that it was broad daylight, they would sometimes hardly make out the shoreline. Most of the time, they were held to the middle, but the river by the current held to the middle of the river by the current. But once in a while, it would swing them in toward one bank or the other. Then they could see trees and telephone poles rising from the flood, and even the roofs of submerged barns and houses. Once it swung them in very close to a hill on which stood a farm. Several cows were standing on the shore, looking with mild surprise at the angry tossing water. Adoniram waved to them, but Georgie gave a frightened whimper and crowded close to him. Hi, what book is this? It's Freddy the Pig, the Clockwork Twin. It's a very important book. 9 months? Wow, cool, mint. Hi, Glue Scales. You have a new profile picture. What's the matter? The boy asked. Oh, those awful creatures. Why, I've seen big dogs before, but never any like that, with horns. Why, those are nothing but cows, said Adoniram. Well, I don't care what you call them. I just hope there aren't many of them in this part of the country, that's all. You mean to say you've never seen a cow before? Asked the boy. Why, every farm in the country has some. That's where the milk comes from. There are thousands and thousands of them. Oh dear, said Georgie. I wish I was back in the city. I always thought the country was nice and safe and peaceful. But if there are a lot of those great ferocious horned things around, I guess I'm a gone pup. So Adoniram explained about cows, and by Georgie felt better. To take their minds off their empty stomachs, Adoniram asked the rooster if he wouldn't tell them the story about his life. The rooster, whose name was Ronald, was more than willing, like most roosters, to talk about himself. But the story of his life, although he gave it everything he had, didn't take very long in the telling. It explained one thing, though. That was the funny way he talked, for he was English. He had been sent over to this country as an egg, and been hatched out on a farm upriver and raised fancy poultry. He had indeed taken several prizes at poultry shows. Let me read the chat really quickly. The dog's name is what is the dog's name? Is the dog's name is Georgie. Yeah, and the boy's name is Adoniram. Yes. Yes. PG. Well, if you came over as an egg, said Georgie, I don't quite see why you have such a strong English accent. My dear chap, said Ronald, after all, I am English. Even if I did come over inside a shell and never saw England. And this English accent is useful at the shows. One could hardly win prizes as an English rooster if one hadn't an English accent, of course, he said, dropping the accent all at once. I was brought up with American chickens, and I can talk American as well as you guys. You're darn tootin' I can. How about it, buddy? Isn't that something? Sure, that's American you're talking now, said Georgie. Oh, look, there's some boats. But they had moved out again to the middle of the river, too far from the boats to be noticed. As the morning went on, they grew hungrier and hungrier and thirstier, and then at last the river carried them swiftly around a long curve, and they saw before them the closely pressed houses and high towers of a city. Almost before they had time to realize it, they were surrounded by buildings. But the muddy water was lapping the second-story windows, and it was plain that the buildings were empty. Not a face showed at any window, and perhaps because the water ran so swiftly, no boats were in sight. The water here, too, was troubled by cross currents, and the tree whirled and jerked and occasionally bumped heavily, so that the summer house swayed and shook, and they had to hold on to the railing to keep from being thrown overboard. As they got farther into the city, the cross currents got worse. Once an eddy at the corner of a big factory building set them whirling like a merry-go-round for 5 minutes, and when released from that, they shot again downstream a side current. You're falling asleep from the story. They shot again downstream a side current caught them and carried them out into the mainstream of the river entirely and down a wide street. Here they moved more slowly, and here's a picture, guys. This is gonna happen. Peril. What book is this? It's Freddy the Pig, The Clockwork Twin by Walter R. Brooks. Oops, sorry. And then the tree trunk stopped with a jerk. Right now, these characters are in a little summer house that is being swept away by a river, by a flood. Then the tree trunk stopped with a jerk, but wedged between a lamppost and a wall, and the branches swung around and came up close against a large building on which was a big sign, Waterman, Dinkelstein and Co. The summer house was shoved tight up against a window, and Adoniram reached out and tried to open it, but it was locked. We'll have to smash it in, said Georgie. So Adoniram swung the fish line with the sinker on the end against the window until the glass broke. Then he reached in and undid the fastening. A minute later, the boy and dog and rooster were standing in a huge room. Guys, this part is a really cool part. High biohazard. I like this part. This is one of my favorite parts. I mean, this building. A minute later, the boy and dog and rooster were standing in a huge room through which several rows of pillars, and between the pillars were lines of showcases. They were in the men's furnishings department of a big department store. Adoniram had never been in a city before. The biggest store he had ever seen was the general store at Snare Forks near his uncle's house. My goodness, he exclaimed, staring at a showcase full of necklaces. I don't suppose there were so many neckties. So many neckties in the world. Ties, you know. Okay. Come on, Captain, let's find some food. So they left the men's furnishings and went through the shoes and overcoats and rugs and musical instruments. Guys, isn't this so cool? They're in this department store that's abandoned, and there's all this stuff there. And up a flight of stairs through the rickety made dresses and lamps and underwear and stationery, they found a drinking fountain, but no water came out of it. I hope the groceries aren't on the ground floor, said Georgie, or we're sunk. Ha ha, not bad, huh? Sunk. And so are the groceries. They went on through the electrical appliances, refrigerators, picture framing, and curtains, and upon another stairway, through a door in the front of them, was a long counter, and on it was every kind of pie and cake and bun and cookie that you can imagine. Why is everybody... Hi, Gaia Dragons. I gotta go. Oh, bye, sugar. This is so heartwarming. Yay. Georgie grabbed a donut, and the rooster fluttered up and perched on the edge of a tray of seed rolls, and Adoniram picked a crisp brown cinnamon bun. They all took a bite and 3 chews, and then, at the same moment, they stopped. They were too thirsty. If it hadn't been for Georgie, I don't know what would have happened to them, for Adoniram didn't know anything about department stores, and the rooster wasn't any help. But Georgie said the one word, bottles, and hurried off, and after looking at each other a minute, the other two followed. They passed shelves and shelves of canned things and breakfast foods and crackers and jams and jellies, and at last Georgie gave a sharp bark and stopped in front of a sort of bin full of bottles of ginger ale. Lucky there was an opener behind the counter, so they opened 3 or 4 bottles and drank. And then they opened some bottles of cream soda and drank that. Then they weren't thirsty anymore. But the sad part of it was that they had drunk so much that when they went back to the buns and pies, they couldn't eat any of them. They were hungry still, but they just didn't have the room. You might have stopped me, said the rooster, gazing angrily at the seed rolls. Let me drink all that slosh. If I was turned inside out, I could swim. I heard a distinct splash when I jumped on this counter. Oh, stop complaining about everything, said Georgie good-naturedly, or you'll hear a distincter splash when we throw you back into the river. The ginger ale will settle down after a while, and then we can eat. In the meanwhile, let's explore. Yeah. Mr. Bread? Hi, Mr. Bread. Won't the store people be mad if we eat up all this food? Adoniram asked, as they started up to the 5th floor. You couldn't eat it up in 10 years, said the dog, and we're shipwrecked sailors anyway. I guess they wouldn't. Psst, he whispered suddenly. What's that? They had come out at the head of the stairs to another huge floor on which stood thousands of chairs and tables and desks and dressers and beds. Nobody was in sight, but from somewhere came a voice. It seemed to be reciting poetry. The voice said, When I set out upon this tour, I thought the skies would be much bluer. There was a pause, and then it went on. When I set out upon this tramp, how could I know 'twould be so damp? When I set out on this excursion, I did not think it meant submersion. When I set out upon this trip, I would have started in a ship. I should have started in a ship. There was a pause again, and another voice, quicker and sharper voice said, Swell, Freddie. Keep it up. You've got 12 now. Oh, it's nothing. I could keep it up for hours, said the other voice modestly. At least the tone was modest, but Adoniram didn't think the words were very. When I set out upon the... Achoo! Went the rooster, who had been standing in a drought. 2 heads suddenly appeared above the black... I forgot this part. The largest... What is ginger ale? Wait, Wognick was here? Hi, Wognick. Oh, no. Ginger ale. You don't know what ginger ale is? It's like a soda. All right. I forgot Freddy the pig was here in this place. Okay. One was a large pinkish white and rather pleasing in expression. Ah. Okay. You might have stopped me, said the... What? We just read that part. That's the part we were reading. Okay. And that was a pig, and the other was a smaller, black, and with yellow eyes and rather elegant whiskers, and that was a cat. Both looked startled. The cat spoke first. Hi, folks, he said, breezily. Well, where'd you come from? Just a second. Hi, Maya. All right. Hello, said Adoniram. The dog said, "We came down the river. My name's Georgie, and this is Adoniram." And Adoniram, said the cat. "Go on." "Yes, it is." Sorry, I don't know how to do the intonation on this part. Um, "Yes, it is," said the boy. "That's my name." "Really?" said the cat. "How do you pronounce it?" "Oh, don't be funny, Jinx," said the pig. "Adoniram, that's a good name. That's a good name." Ah, sorry guys, this is so confusing. But very hard to find a rhyme to. Well, welcome to Waterman, Dinkelstein and Co. This is Jinx, and I'm Freddy. I think it didn't catch the I think I didn't catch the name of your friend. The rooster ruffled his feathers and stepped forward importantly. "My name is Ronald," he said. "You may have heard of me, gentlemen." Possibly, said Jinx, the cat, indifferently. I don't want to make a point of it," said the rooster, "but I am well known at all the best poultry shows, and have indeed several times won prizes." "Ah," said Jinx, "a prize rooster, eh? Well, I don't follow the poultry shows much. I dare say you taste the same to me as any little scrub chicken." And he winked at Adoniram. "Come along," said Freddy, the pig, to Ronald, who had begun to back away from the cat. "Sit down and join the party. Jinx doesn't mean anything. How did you get here?" So they sat down and told their story. When they had finished, Freddy said, "I guess we're all pretty lucky to have taken refuge in a place where there is plenty to eat. Jinx and I are rather enjoying it, but of course we're in no special hurry to get home. We're on our vacation. That is, partly business and partly vacation. You see," he went on, "we live on a farm back in New York State. We're kept pretty busy most of the time, and so when work slacks off, a few of us always go on for a little trip. One winter, uh, a lot of us even went to Florida. Of course, we arrange it so our work is taken care of while we're away. Jinx, for instance, gets a skunk friend of his to look after the mice in his absence." Hi, Mohin. Mo. Hi, Mo. "My own work is of special nature, but my partner, Mrs. Wiggins, looks after it. You will pardon me," said Ronald, who had been silent for a long time for a rooster. "But I had never supposed that there was anything special about what pigs do on a farm." Jinx gave a snort. "That shows you how little you know about pigs, Rooster. Freddy here is a poet. He's an inventor. He's the best detective in Otosaraga county. He's a pig in he's a pig in the best sense of the word. A pig with two G's. Of course we know what you mean. You mean that pigs are supposed to do nothing but eat. Well, what is there to be ashamed of in that? You eat, don't you?" "So do I. Sometimes I eat roosters. So what do you know about that?" He grinned at Ronald, who shrank away from him with drooping tail feathers. But Freddy said, There, Jinx. I'm sure Ronald didn't mean anything." And, turning to the rooster, "Don't let Jinx scare you. He's rough and noisy, but he's the tenderest-hearted cat that ever lived. Why, I've seen him shed tears over a little chicken that had lost its mother. Yes, sir, genuine tears rolling right down his whiskers. Why, oh, lay off me, will you, Freddy?" said Jinx, looking embarrassed. "Go on with your story." "Well," said the pig, "as I was saying, we take these trips every year. But, wow, that's a lot of bread. Your cat is named Georgie?" "Wow. All right. We take the trip. One thing has bothered us. We collect things, little souvenirs on our travels, picture postcards, and so on, but it's hard to bring them home. There isn't any way to carry them. Boys now have pockets but animals have to carry everything in their mouths. So it occurred to me, why not pockets for animals? Say, that's a good idea, exclaimed Georgie. And it works, said Freddie. Get one for him, Jinx. I think we've got his size. Jinx looked at the dog. Take about a 6, I should say, he said. Then he jumped down from the Davenport and went over to a chair where he rummaged among what seemed to be a pile of rags, then came back with a strange-looking object which he worked over Georgie's head. When he had straightened it out, they could see that it had 2 large pockets woven of string and grass like birds' nests, which hung down from each other. Guys, we're almost done with the chapter, and then I'll stop. Hi, Raven. Guess what? What? I should do this every night for you to fall asleep. This is amazing. Thank you. Okay. Um. All right. Of strings of grass like birds' nests, which hung down on each side like saddlebags, and a sort of collar that held it in place. Fits as if it were made for him, said Jinx. Here, take a look, dog. And the cat led him over to a mirror near the elevator, where Georgie stood for several minutes admiring himself, speechless with pleasure. Presently he came back and started to take the pockets off again, but Freddie said, No, no, keep it on. It's yours if you want it. But don't you sell them? Said Georgie. No, we may work out some way of selling them later, but at present we're just introducing the idea. That's what I meant when I said we were taking this trip partly as a vacation and partly on business. We've got some of the birds to make up a couple dozen pockets of assorted sizes, and we started out with them to see how the public received them. I must say, every animal we've tried them on seems delighted with them. Freddie's fits you animal pockets, we call them. All styles, all sizes, patent pending. What does that mean? Asked Georgie. We don't know, said the pig, but you have to say it on them. Then, as I was saying, we got caught in this flood. We stopped at a deserted farm a few miles above the city 3 days ago, and when we got up in the morning, the water had surrounded us. We rode down here on a barn door and got in just as you did. But aren't you fellows hungry? I guess I could eat something now, said Adoniram, and Georgie and Ronald said they could too. Come on then, said Freddie, getting up. Let's go down to the grocery department. I'm glad you're here, Adoniram. There are a lot of things in cans we wanted to try, but we couldn't get into them. Plum pudding, for one thing. Boy, I don't care if the water doesn't go down for 6 months. It's 11. All right. That was the story. Let me get a Walby bookmark to mark the place. There. Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay. Yes, a Walby bookmark. All right. I'm going to go now. Thank you for... Whoops. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you later. Good night, everyone.